And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Jaden Ivey, and it's Gaines in at the center position. And for the Pistons, Siakam is out there with Buzelis. And it's Miller, and it's Cunningham. Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point, we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Brooklyn ball.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Nets working the ball around now. Adebayo passes to Ivy. Drills the three-pointer.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Puts it up off the inbound, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Down low, here's Buzelis. Back to Siakam. Pass to Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. He lays it in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here is Ross after the basket by Detroit. To the middle, here's Gaines. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now, here is Miller. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Ivy kicks to Marshall. Back to Ivy. Marshall with it. Cunningham's there. Miller, that's for 2. A rebound by the Nets. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Cunningham inside. A fader. That one goes in.
Effective from the mid. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Adebayo finds Ivy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here is Ross. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. No good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Clock at 6. Here's Miller. Rebound by Gaines. Nets leading by 6. Here's Ivy. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's the pick. Miller inside. Ivy defending. Miller, no up.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
Now here's Ross. He has yet to score. Here's Ivy. Pass to Gaines. Fires from 14. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Pass to Ivy. From deep. Buzelis grabs the board. Pistons trail by 8. Siakam outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Gaines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ross for 3. Buzelis grabs the board. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Ross against Miller. From the paint, Buzelis' shot is good. Buzelis has got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 7. And again, it's the Nets missing. Miller against Ivy. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5. PG Slam Camp. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Ross. Dort, he's checked in for the Pistons. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Pistons have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Ivy. Now here's Ross. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Now here is Miller. And here is Dort. Cunningham outside. Left side Miller. There's the 3. Rebound by Gaines. Gaines has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And that's the thing about Ivy. He plays fast even in the half court, but especially in transition.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Nets. Miller, that's for 2. Rebound by Gaines.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
For 3, Ross buries it from 3-point range. And the Nets lead by 10.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
They set the pick. The kick out to Cunningham. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Cunningham's got his 2nd basket of the night. Ross passes to Gaines. Here's Adebayo. A 3-ball. Miller grabs the miss. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Gaines. Gaines has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pistons trail by 7. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clemson. 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Ivy. 9 points in the game so far.
A willingness to put himself on the line. Ivy going directly into the heart of the defense.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Pistons. Carlos comes in for Buzelis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Miller against Ivy. Pass to Smith from downtown. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham outside. Wagner with a screen for Miller. Here's Ceballos. Outside, Dort. Ceballos a screen on Ross. Dort kicks to Cunningham. Over Ivy. Can't hit the free throw line. Jump. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to Atlanta. Ross on the wing, defended by Dort. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the jam by Ross.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivy on full display.
Pistons trail by 6. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. Miller inside. Ivy defending. Miller, no up.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the back end.
And that one is good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And he drives in. Graham with the rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. For 3, Ross. Ceballos with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ceballos a screen on Smith. Here's Cunningham. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Pass to Graham. A 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 5.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
Here's Ivy. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Cunningham against Smith. Wagner a screen on Smith. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Cunningham. And the 3 off target. And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for the Nets. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Smith. And it's Salon in at the 5. Down low. And then Gonzalez with the dunk.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this loss.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through it.
Brooklyn leading by 8. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Marshall with it. He's against Cunningham. Here's Salon. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ball's not loose. Here's Morgan. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Morgan's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Pistons making a change here. Marshall with it. Cunningham's there. Pass to Morgan. Here's Salon. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's a good screen to the inside. And he jams it with authority.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Pass to Salon. Off target with his three.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that, it doesn't go down.
There's a screen by Porter. 5 on the clock. And it's Cunningham, top of the key. Over Marshall. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Cunningham.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
To the paint. Here's Smith. Rebound by the Pistons. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Miller on the wing. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back. End of that play.
You're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The Pistons shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Here's Miller following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. The rebound by the Nets. Gaines has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's Marshall from the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Miller outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Marshall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Adebayo is checked in for the Nets. Ross comes in for Smith. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Nets. Pass to Gaines. And here's Marshall from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Marshall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Miller outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. Ivy against Miller. Adebayo with a screen for Ivy. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Ivy's got 15 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Inside, here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket for Miller.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continues to add to that.
And Siakam has it in the corner. There's the triple. And another 3 for Detroit.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ross passes to Adebayo. Back to Ross. Here's Marshall. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 10 points for him.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
There's a screen. The shot from 20 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. Nets leading by 3. Pass to Ross. Here is Gaines. Now, here's Marshall. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Over Cunningham. Marshall can't hit. Detroit's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. To the left wing. The kick out to Cunningham. Ross with it. Now defended by Cunningham. Ivy on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 rebounds in the game. With some arc. Buzelis with the ball. 12 points for him.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Pistons. Dort comes in for Buzelis. Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Ivy. Adebayo against Siakam. Now, here's Ivy. He's covered closely. Smith surveying the D. Cranes the three-pointer. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now, Cunningham. He's got 9. There's Miller with the 3. A shot, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Got that one up quick. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Cunningham outside. Fires for three. A rebound by the Nets. Gaines has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Smith. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. That free throw good from Miller. Both free throws good for Miller.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Smith kicks to Ivy. Three-pointer. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Siakam outside. On the wing, Miller. Hands the shot from the wing. And that's 19 points from Brandon Miller.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can.
To the paint. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. He's off on that one. Good D by C. The W against Milwaukee. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Kicks it out to Wagner. From outside, off the mark. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The Pistons making a change here. Ceballos is checked in. 41 seconds left in the first half. Smith against Cunningham. Door to screen on Smith. Rebound by Gaines. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Ivy. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've into the base, push the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the same half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, window. One more time.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit.
The free throw margin says a lot about this game. They're facing a defense that's dug in and looking way too comfortable.
And right now, let's see. And that's a halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Pistons trail by 10. Cade Cunningham out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Porter. That's the group for Detroit right now. Cunningham for three. Drills it from outside. Cunningham's got 12 points in the game.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Here's Marshall. Detroit with the rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to Buzelis. Buzelis sets a screen for Miller. The kick out to Cunningham. To the wing right side. Oh, good on the triple. Nets leading by 7. And here is Ross. Now Marshall. Now here's Ross. And it's denied. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Shot clock at 5. Gains the pass to Adebayo.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Here's Miller, and stolen by Ivy. Ross with it, and it's Buzelis picking him up. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Ross with a wide-open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. And a wide-open look for Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Driving in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here comes the Pistons touchdown. Show some love, fans. Attention, fans. Now on the court, it's your hype squad. Everybody get down.
To the middle. Adebayo kicks to Ivy. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ivy's got 5 points now in the quarter. And JB Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Siakam is checked in for Porter. Detroit with the ball. Down by 12. Cunningham inside. He's guarded by Ross. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Gaines, no luck. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. the top.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Cunningham outside. Out to Miller. The tray. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's only a 5-point Nets lead.
in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Detroit's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. With the drive, and it's Miller with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And defenses can't be too physical with Ivy because he's just so good at attracting the whistle.
Sabalas is checked in for the Pistons. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Cunningham looking it over. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Miller outside. Buzelis sets a screen for Miller. 4 on the clock. A floater. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Ivy kicks to Marshall. Pass to Adebayo. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Rebound by Gaines. Gaines has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Ross with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Adebayo kicks to Marshall. Ross against Siakam. Fires from 18. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
To the inside. Gaines. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Ross. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons trail by 11. Buzelis with the ball. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Pass to Adebayo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Pass to Ross. Back to Ivy. Down low. Gaines kicks to Ross. And it's Buckner with the rebound. Pistons trail by 10. Now Buzelis. He's got 16. Can't connect from short range. To the inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Cunningham right side. The three-pointer no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gaines, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Gaines has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. They set the pick. Out to Miller, fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Pass to Salon. Now Gaines. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Porter's checked in for Buzelis, and it's Dort in for Pascal Siakam. Cunningham drives in, and that one's good. Wagner.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Smith outside. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Wagner. Here he goes.
Athletic play from Dort on the drive. Coming in hot and finishing it off with the slam.
And here's Ivy. And he has 28 points for the game. Ross with three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Dort. That free throw good from Ross. The Nets making a switch here. Morgan's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Pistons trail by 8. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 18. Driving the lane, and Cunningham with the slam.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Here's Ross, and the shot goes in. Ross has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Wagner, a screen on Smith. It's Cunningham with the drive, and that one good.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points. Yep, it counts. Smith's got 11.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
It's stolen by Smith. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ross for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And now an 11-point Nets lead.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Out to Miller. Ross with the steal. Smith outside to the paint. It's stolen by Cunningham. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front. They're up by 11. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going, they've got Smith, and it's Marshall in at the point guard position. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Salong. Off on the layup. Pistons trail by 11. Here's Porter. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Now, here's Marshall. Covered by Cunningham. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Porter passes to Ceballos. They set the pick. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Miller up on top. Cunningham outside. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Got a piece of it. Miller dishes to Cunningham. Inside, Marshall with the steal. And here's the fast break. Launches the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Ceballos has got 6 rebounds here tonight. They set the screen. Cunningham passes to Ceballos. The kick out to Cunningham. To the middle. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Ceballos.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
3, Marshall hits it from 3-point range.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Cunningham's shot is off. Nets leading by 12. And he takes the beat.